The Security Council met this Tuesday to discuss the conflict in Ethiopia's Tigray. It's the first time that the Council's addressed the issue. The meeting was virtual and closed. It was an emergency meeting and European Security Council members had to really push hard for it to happen at all. Now, African Security Council members reportedly wanted it to remain off the agenda because they believe in African solutions for Africa and they want the African Union to play the leading role in mediating an end to this crisis. The UN has been really vocal in its calls for all the warring parties to end the fighting and for civilians in Tigray to be protected. Army tanks have now encircled the regional capital ahead of a bombardment. The fighting there has been going on for 3 weeks now, and there has been a huge exodus of refugees. Atrocities have been committed against civilians. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has expressed his concern and called for the opening of humanitarian corridors to assist civilians caught up in the fighting. The UN's Human Rights Chief, Michelle Bachelet, has said that the highly aggressive rhetoric on both sides is dangerously provocative. While NGOs like Amnesty and Human Rights Watch have said that civilians must be protected, Human Rights Watch has called on the Security Council to take urgent action to avert a humanitarian catastrophe in Ethiopia and called on the Ethiopian government and the authorities in Tigray to protect civilians. The Security Council failed this Tuesday to release any kind of product, and certainly from the European side there's a level of frustration at the lack of concrete action from the Security Council despite weeks of fighting. NGOs emphasised that the Security Council should meet again as soon as possible to agree on something, a plan to help the civilians caught up in this conflict.